Did the community of Ganawage treat you when, when, when they see you like this?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. It wasn't very nice. Once I realized the things that I had done, um, you have no you have no idea of consequences when you're doing these things. So afterwards, a lot of people that didn't understand didn't treat me very nicely. However, the people that did understand um, treated me just the same, and they were pretty good about it.
When you were going through that period, were you able to get some services here in the community of Ganawage, or you had to go out right away and then be referred here for some services after?
Well, I was lucky. Um, when I was discharged, I used to be seen once a week by the psychiatric team at the general. And after a while, I got followed up by a senior psychiatrist in his 70s who was very, very knowledgeable in the medications. So I was very lucky. He took me from, I can't even imagine, I can't describe the state I was in to a healthy state of mind once again. You know, I've got a great deal of respect for this man, and unfortunately, he's no longer with us.
But he brought you to the point where you are
Healthy,
healthy.
yes.
So, do you have good days and bad days with bipolar?
Well, in my case, I have an extreme case of bipolar disorder. My highs and lows, I have the rapid cycling. In one day, I could go from the high gamut of happiness and then in the evening be sad and crying. So this is why I take mood stabilizers um, to keep me an even mood.
You took all your services from outside the community, but is there enough services within Ganawage for people with your condition?
Oh, from what I've seen, yes, there are many that exist. And here at Community Services, had I not had the great backing of the Montreal General staff, I'm sure they would have been more than good here. But it just so happens that's the way things fell into place.
You were speaking about your pet before. Can you elaborate in terms of what role he played for your dog?
I think just about everybody used to see me in the community walking with this wolf dog. He was part wolf, part husky, and he had his birthdays in the Eastern Door. And since we don't have any children, he was kind of like our kid. Well, yeah, more than that. And he was always there, and like for moral support, just about everything. And people in the psychiatric community are wanting to get bills or laws passed to have animals as companions or helpers for people with disorders like my own. So he was a great deal of comfort and support, you might say.
Even though you're on a good path, is there any kind of support that you still need to help you maintain that good path today?
Mm, we talk a lot, and I do see a psychologist, Louise Dessertine. She used to be employed here at Community Services. She's now back in private practice, and that's psychotherapy, and that's excellent. Even people that are the most well-adjusted people, I should say, could benefit from psychotherapy. And that is excellent. That keeps me kind of grounded.
I feel it's important to know, for the community to know what role your husband Eugene is playing all this. I mean, he's at Day One, he does that, and he's out helping the community, and he's professional life. But when he comes home, this is a husband and wife team. So, what role has your husband Eugene played throughout this whole ordeal?
Well, a great deal of support. I'm very lucky that I married a very understanding and supportive man. Other men I know have gone and just gone from the marriage. But I guess there was enough there to keep us together. He's been my support, he's been my everything throughout this whole ordeal. And I just want to add, it was a little embarrassing because he's in a very public role with his job and his extra things that he does out of the office, his social activities. So, he's a well-known person and within a small community. But he had to do everything generally, just about, while I was not well.
Okay, Gene, for you, when you found out that your wife had this this condition, like she said, most people would make a choice. What was that choice for you?
Well, I stood beside her, and I did my best to find out a lot about what bipolar disorder consists of, the symptoms, the what happens, and then every time she went to see the team in Montreal, I went along with her, and I would sit there and listen to the feedback that they would get from her, and they would give to her, and I had a pretty good relationship with those professionals in Montreal. But no, I've learned a lot. It's made me a lot more smarter about disorders like that.
How would you say the community as a whole treats people with bipolar disorder?
Well, everybody has their opinion about it. If they don't know what it's about, or if they don't know what it's about, some people feel they'll stigmatize people that have it, and some don't. Then they'll understand it, and they won't ostracize a person if they really understand.